Hey guys, I picked up some stuff from the Wet n Wild Care Bears collection and wanted to share swatches with you today. I could not resist this collection because I loved the Care Bears when I was little. So I'm actually surprised ColourPop has not done like a Care Bears related thing yet. But I picked up the palette, which the glare is horrible on right now so you can't really see it. I'll swatch that last, but I also got the blush, the highlighter, and one of the lip glosses, so I picked up a little bit of everything. I almost got the, what was it? It was like a set of a lip scrub and a lip balm, but something about, I don't remember what flavor it was, but I was like, I'm not gonna like that or want it, so I'm not gonna get it. But for the lip gloss, I picked out the clear one. It's just got like iridescent rainbow glitter in it. Hopefully you can see it in the tube. I'm not sure how well that's coming across on camera. But it's just a clear lip gloss, like their usual lip gloss formula. I have it on right now actually. It's not sticky or tacky or anything. This color is Sing Out Loud, so it's just the clear one. I think they had 4 different ones. But I just went for, I don't even know why I'm swatching it, because you're not going to be able to see much. But I do like the wands on these because they're very bendy, and they're just, they make it easy to apply to your lips. And it does have a very strong like birthday cake vanilla scent to it. So if you're not into that, you're not going to like this. And I should have put a band-aid on my thumb because I like ripped my cuticle off the other day and it is not the prettiest thing right now. So let's try to ignore that. But the blush is called Do What You Love, and it is a matte pink blush with 2 little hearts. Little heart embossing on it. So anyway, this is just a blush pink. It's a really nice formula. Wet n Wild, especially lately, is very hit and miss with how good or bad their stuff is. And you know what? It's not swatching that great. So, shouldn't hold my breath here. Hold on. Might be because I'm swatching it on the back of my hand and not like my cheeks, but it is a very smooth, creamy feeling formula. Okay, that's not as bad. Definitely blends out really easily. But it's just a pink. Kind of has almost a satin sheen to it, so it's not 100% matte. But it is a pretty basic pink blush color. And then their highlighter is called Let Your Light Shine. And it has, these are kind of hard to open, I'm not gonna lie. But look how cute that is. And this is a very nice like peachy white gold color. Little bit of a drier texture to it, but let's see how this swatches. That's pretty. It's definitely gonna give you like a sun-kissed glow, and it also blends out pretty nicely. So it does have some like teeny tiny glitter in it. If you don't like a super glittery highlight, this might not be your favorite, but if you just put it on lightly, I think anybody can rock this. It's not too in your face. So that's that. And then we have the palette, which I'm gonna have to keep flipping over because the names are all on the back. And the Bedtime Bear and Best Friend Bear one have the little asterisk that says it's a face pigment. So Bedtime Bear is this one, which is a pressed glitter. That's kind of weird. And that that's the other one that says pressed pigment. So this, and this are pressed glitters, which is kind of confusing me as to why they only put the face pigment thing on that one. If you have followed my channel for a while, I'm not going to get too into it. but you already know that I am not a fan of like cream products or pressed glitters in palettes. I just like, I feel like they dry up too quick. It's kind of pointless to put them in a palette. Not a lot of people like using chunky glitter on their eyes anyway, so it kind of doesn't belong in an eyeshadow palette, but I digress. I'm just gonna get that out of the way soon. These are super cute, and I think I'm gonna go real quickly grab a piece of paper so I can write the names and I don't have to keep flipping this over, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I wrote them all down on a piece of paper off to the side so that I can easily tell you the names without having to keep flipping this. So the first one here there's a lot of cute little stamps on here, so I'll just point them out. Let me zoom in a little teeny bit. The first one is called Love-A-Lot Bear, and it has the same little double heart stamp that the blush has. It looks the same anyway, yeah, it's the same thing. And this is almost the same color as the blush actually. It's just a blush pink, a matte blush pink. It's kind of not totally matte because it's got a sheen to it. So that is what that one looks like. That is Love-A-Lot Bear. Tender Heart Bear also has a heart pressed on it. It's a bigger heart. And this is a matte cream. The mattes so far, they're very smooth and creamy. These are reminding me of like how Wet n Wild eyeshadows used to be when they had those really good like 8-pan palettes that everybody went crazy about. And then their quality just went downhill and it was very hit or miss for a while. But this one seems pretty good so far. Birthday Bear is this metallic gold. Feels pretty dry. Ooh, but it picked up nicely. It's like this bright yellow gold. I'm excited to use this palette actually. I didn't know how exciting it was going to be once I got it in person in front of me. Good Luck Bear has a little shamrock four-leaf clover, not a shamrock, sorry. This is a matte bright green and it has like greenish sparkle in there. Let's see how well this one swatches. Not bad. It has a very creamy consistency to it again. And I was worried that that was going to be patchy, but it's actually not. Those colors look really pretty together. And then the last one is this really cool turquoise called Wish Bear, and it has a little shooting star pressed into it that you probably can't see as well because I can't even see it that well in person. See the little shooting star. And that one is also a nice consistency. Let's see. And it swatches nicely. I was worried about it. So that first row is very rainbow, super pretty color layout. I like all the colors in here actually. That one looks like it's gonna stain a little bit. My finger's still a little bit green, but for the most part I'm pretty impressed with this so far. It's been a while since I've been impressed by anything that Wet n Wild has put out, so. Alright, so now we have a couple pressed glitters to get into. We have Cheer Bear, which is this pink iridescent rainbow mess here. So it's got little tiny dark pink glitters and then bigger, chunkier, iridescent rainbow glitter in it. It is kind of scratchy, just like to the touch. I would not use this near my eyes. Just a warning. It doesn't feel like it's not small enough to be used around the eyes, put it that way. It's a very scratchy, craft feeling glitter. And then we have this gold one, which is Funshine Bear. This one is like a multi-chrome almost. It's orange and green and gold. That one's really pretty. If it didn't have the bigger, chunkier glitters in there, it's got like chunkier iridescent glitter in there that's even bigger than the ones in the first color. I would probably totally use that one on my eye if it wasn't so, if the iridescent ones weren't in there, because this is a very cool color. I like that one a lot. And then back to eyeshadows, we have Friend Bear. There's two little flowers pressed into this one. Ooh, that's super soft too. I'm very impressed with the quality of this one. So this is a matte orange and it has gold sparkles in it. A couple of them you definitely have to build up, but I mean, I have no base or anything on my hand and they're swatching really nicely. And then we have, this one has a music note and little hearts pressed around it. That one's super cute. That one is Heart Song Bear. This one feels a little bit dry. This is a metallic turquoise color. So this one's the only one so far that has kind of a weird texture, but it still swatches okay. Very shiny. And then the last one is Bedtime Bear. This is the one that has the little asterisk on it that's calling it a face pigment, but it's not a pigment, it's a pressed glitter, because it's got that same almost Vaseline-y consistency that the other ones have. But this is a blue. Let's see, I'll swatch it over here. And that one's pretty too. But again, very gritty because it's got that giant iridescent glitter in it. So the glitters are very pretty, but in my opinion, they're too big to be used around your eye. And that one does have the asterisk on it that says, don't use it near your eye. So I'm not sure why these two don't. This one is the smallest out of all the glitters, but it feels very scratchy. So again, wouldn't use it near my eyeballs, because that is not one I would want to accidentally get in my eyeball. Okay, I'm probably gonna have some flyaway glitter on my hand here, but I think I got most of it off here. Okay. So the last and final row, we have Share Bear. This one looks like a milkshake. Super cute again, super soft. This is a lavender. It looks like it's got silver sparkles in there, little silver micro sparkles. And I mean, that's pretty damn good for a matte light purple, especially from Wet n Wild. Then there's this color that is Carolot Bear. This is kind of it looks like the base is white and then it's got a blue and purple tie-dye effect to it. Kind of like the tie-dye shadows that ColourPop did recently in a couple of those palettes, but when you swatch it, it's just a really pale, like lavender blue color. Silvery blue almost. And it doesn't swatch particularly great, but it's kind of a sheer shade. And then Harmony Bear. This one doesn't have anything pressed onto it. This one and that gold one didn't have any design pressed into it. This is a purple, like an iridescent purple. I didn't think that one was going to swatch good because it felt like it was kind of hard pressed, but that's a really pretty color too. And then we have Best Friend Bear. This is the one this one also has a little star next to it, asterisk, whatever you want to call it, that says it's a pigment. It has a little, I don't know if you can see it because it's such a dark color. It has a rainbow with a heart and a star pressed on it. And then that last one is a cloud with rain, just so you can see it up close. But let's see how this is, because it says it's a pressed pigment. Sometimes these come out very powdery. It looks like it's going to be a good one. This is just a matte bright purple. I don't have a sticky base on here, but I think this is going to be a buildable one. Not too bad. Not the greatest, but it's not terrible. And it didn't really stain either, for it saying that it's a pressed pigment. I would expect my finger to be stained pink after swatching a bright purple like that. Then the last one is Grumpy Bear. This is really soft. This is a bright blue that looks like it might be chalky. but let's find out. A little bit. I think it'll definitely grab if I had a nice sticky base. Again, like the purple, it's not terrible. It's a lot softer than the purple one was, but I think that will be usable as long as it's over something else. I'm gonna, for funsies here, let me wipe these off. So that is the last row one more time before I clean it off. I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay, that purple did stain a little teeny bit. The blue did too, actually. But I'm gonna put a little bit of primer on my hand just to see if that changes anything. I'm gonna use the ColourPop one because that's the one that's closest to me. And then I'll just paint some on here because I don't know exactly where I'm gonna be going. Alright, we'll see now. Which ones were this one we wanted to try, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, look how much brighter it goes on with a base underneath. That's the, what was this one called? Best Friend Bear. And then I want to try Grumpy Bear again too. Yep. So that was the problem with those two. If you don't have a good base underneath. Look how bright they are now. Oh, that's awesome. So I am super impressed with this palette overall. I wasn't sure about it. I ordered it anyway because it was so damn cute and the packaging got me. I mean, even their packaging is always like cheap, you know? It's plastic and it's thin, but it's so cute. It's got the Care Bears on it. So it does say right on the front, palette for eye and face. It tells you on the back that at least this one and this one are pressed pigments, but I don't know why they're calling this one a pressed pigment when it's a glitter. But I am super excited to use this on my face. I was not expecting to like it as much as I do. And just a note, it's a lot harder to get these off with the base on for some reason. For some reason the base is making them stain more. But anyway, I do want to mention this one stinks when I'm trying to clean it off. It smells like rotten eggs, and I've mentioned before that when you have a bright blue like this, it usually has the ingredient ultramarine blue in it, which is a mica color that is used in blue cosmetics and sometimes purple ones. And when it mixes with something with a high pH, like the makeup wipe that I just used to wipe it off with, it smells like friggin' sulfur, like eggs. So if you were curious and ever noticed that when you were cleaning off a blue eyeshadow or something, that it smelled like sulfur, that's what it is. It's the bright ultramarine blue pigment that is used in a lot of makeup. So fun fact of the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you got anything from the Wet n Wild collection, and I'll talk to you in my next video.